Northeastern, former Northeastern, the three counties of Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera. On my right is the governor of Garissa, His Excellency Ali Korone. And on my left is Honorable His Excellency Mahmoud of Wajir. Our governor, Ali Roba, I'm sure you must have seen his position on this matter in the media, but he's out of the country. Our senators and members of parliament are here, 18 members of parliament, plus the 3 women rep, plus the 3 senators, and we ask our people in Northeastern province, they keep on producing, they keep on giving birth. We marry 4 wives, and you can hide the tyranny of number through fabricated figures. But I can tell you, in the next 10 years, through the streets of Nairobi, and streets of Garissa and Wajir and Mandera and Kisumu and Eldoret, you will see you cannot stop the tyranny of numbers. You can play with the numbers, but you cannot stop physical human beings walking in your streets, and you'll be forced to count them. So we are competing with you in tyranny of numbers. And the game of the tyranny of numbers is not played in offices, in the boardrooms. It's played in the bedroom. Yeah, so don't think you can cook things in your offices. Play the game. If you want to sustain the tyranny, particularly the 5 big tribes, if you want to sustain your tyranny, you must retreat to the bedroom. You cannot retreat to the boardroom. You cannot use your office influence. And we will ask the court to do an interpretation. The first thing, under law, under the act, and we have pictures, and we have got situations where chiefs have been arrested. We want to ask the court, between the Ministry of Interior and the Ministry of Planning, who has the mandate in law to conduct. This was not the case in 2009. I was a member of parliament. And that's why you see some people are insulting the former Minister for Planning, the Right Honorable Governor of Kakamega, and the former Prime Minister. Because Oparanya knew the law, he made sure the censors were under his docket. We want to ask Ukur Yatani, are you the one who was in charge of the census? Or there are other people who are in charge of the census? That is the question. He will appear before court. Who was in charge of the census of 2019? You will be shocked that it's like 80% of the people of Balambala are voters. Something again very curious in Balambala. It is 32,000, 21,000 are men, and about 9,000 are women. So we were asking ourselves, what is going on in that constituency? I mean, when you have too many men, so who do they marry? Are they marrying themselves? You know, these are serious statistics figures we have picked. Other glaring inaccuracies include the case of the cosmopolitan constituencies of Wajir East, Garissa Township, Mandera East, with huge household populations of over 200,000, which have not been captured correctly. It beats common sense that such constituencies have less than 20,000 households. So what are we asking? Number one, we are asking the server to be opened, the raw data to be availed, the mapping statistics to be provided to the leadership and to the country. And I'm wondering why the Huduma number is not yet public. So again, Huduma number is being cooked. They waited for the census to be released so that they see because we know the difference. We are aware the difference between the Kenyans who took the Huduma number, which they claim to be 99%, and those who were enumerated as census, the difference is 10 million. So as we sit here, they are cooking the Huduma number to tally with the 47 million. And for the first time, I agree that I think historically all servers should be opened. All servers should now be opened. So what are we demanding? We are demanding the servers to be opened. Under Article 35, access to information, we will demand for it in court. The court 35 says any Kenyan can ask for raw data, so we are going to write to get the raw data, the mapping and everything. Number two, for example, Balambala constituency has a court order on why their enumerators were reduced to 56 persons when other constituencies in Garissa County had over 200, including my own constituency, which had, I think, over 385. So why was Balambala given 56? And there's a court ruling to that, asking the DG to increase the numbers, which he never did it. All these other constituencies I have mentioned, members of parliament and the people have written to the Director General. So we want him under Article 35 to provide the information given to him, and if he doesn't do it, the court will compel him. Number two, the use of these results in planning and resource allocation must be reconsidered. Number three, that the raw data be made available to establish the source of the result figures. Number four, marginalized parts of Kenya have realized that the fruits of their independence only was achieved after the enactment of the new Constitution 2010. This reality is now in danger, courtesy of this fabricated census. So what is now under threat is devolution. For many years, we were controlled from the center, and we voted for the Constitution, the referendum of 2010, so that the center must not hold Kenya. Kenyans' resources must be shared at the periphery. But now what has happened, bureaucrats in government have decided, through the back door, to rearrange the money that is allocated to counties. They cannot believe Turkana, Garissa, Wajir, Mandera can get more resources than some other counties. The entire data processing in terms of quality assurance be audited and made public. And finally, we are heading to court as early as next week. We have a team that is analyzing, of statisticians who are analyzing the data for us. We have assembled a team of lawyers, and we will challenge these results in the court of law.